Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Now let's understand how to calculate the time. For example, for everything I have starting time and ending time, and between the starting and ended I have the elapsed time. So the elapsed time is the time passed from the starting to the ending. Now I have two ways to calculate this. The first way is to use the normal addition and subtraction with only one rule, that each 1 hour equals 60 minutes. And I will use this when I borrow from 1 hour to the minutes. I will borrow the one with 60, not like the normal numbers with 10 or when I borrow from the 100 I get it for the tens with 110. No, here when I take from the hours to the minutes I take it with 60, because here the unit is different, okay? And when I carry up from the minutes, whenever I have minutes more than 60, so they are going to be carried up for the hours with 1 hour. Each 60 minutes will be with 1 hour, okay? So the first thing, as we said, is normal addition and subtraction, okay? When I will add and when will I subtract, I will say I got to understand which will be the big, like the normal, which is the big and which is the small. Of course, the ending time is the big and the small is the starting time. And of course, the elapsed time is also small. So if I have the ending time, I'm going to subtract any one of these I have to get the other one. If I have the starting time and I have the elapsed time, I'm going to add them to get the ending time. Okay, so this is normal as the normal addition and subtraction. I just need to decide or to understand what do I need to do, what do I have, and what is missing here. Now here, let's see this example here. I have the starting time is 3:40 and the ending time is 7:30. Both of them is PM, and this is the most important thing that I got to check before doing anything, that both of them are PM, so it's okay. If both of them are AM, so this is okay. This is normal. Only one condition. If I have one AM and one PM, this one needs me to understand and do something more. So let's start here with this. I have 3:40 and 7:30. As we said, the ending time is the big one. So I will start with the ending time, the big, and then I will subtract the small, which is 3:40, to get the other small, which is the elapsed time. This is what I am missing here. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, now here I have 0 minus 0, 0, 3 minus 4. Now how can I do this? This is when I will need to borrow. Remember when we said that we need the only one rule? I will borrow from the hours, so this will be 6. From the hours to the minutes, this is going to be 6. Remember, I take 1 hour with 60 minutes. So now I have here 6 plus 3 is going to be 9. 9 minus 4, now I can do the subtraction, is 50. So now I got the minutes. 6 minus 3 is 3. So the time, the elapsed time here I got is 3:50. And that's it for the normal condition when we have both of them PM or both of them AM. Now here let's have this example. You remember when we said that we have a tricky condition when we have different AM and PM? Now how to do this? To understand this, we got to draw this like the timeline. Here, as you know, in between 8:20 to 2:35, I have 12 o'clock. This is the problem here, that I have 12 o'clock in between them, and 12 is like 0 from the beginning. So I got to calculate each part alone and then add them together to get the elapsed time, okay? So here, I know that the 235 is the bigger number. So from 0 to 235, or from 235, I will go back to 0. So this will be what? Actually, I don't need to add or subtract because I know that I have here 2 hours and 35 minutes. Okay, so because 235 minus 0, it will give me the same number. So I know from the beginning that the first part I have is 235 minutes. Now I need to calculate the other part of the time, which is from 12 to 8:20. So I will do what here? I will do the subtraction as we said before. So I will write 12 0 minutes minus 8:20. So now let's do the subtraction. 0 minus 0, it's okay, but now I will subtract. You know now that I will borrow. So this is going to be 1, and remember I take the 1 here with 6. Okay, so here the 0 became 6. 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay, and here is 3. Okay, so here this is the second part that I'm going to add here. So I will add these together. Now here I will add 235 to 340. Okay, so here I have 340. 5 plus 0, 5, 3 plus 4, 7. Now I have this is more than 60. So I will take 6 from here. 7 minus 6 is going to be 1. So here I will have 15 left. Okay, and I will take the 6 up with 1 hour. So here I have 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. So the elapsed time here that I have is 6 hours and 15 minutes. Okay, this is the way when I use the addition and subtraction. Now here, let's see the other way to solve this, which is using the timeline. Using the timeline is important when we have difference between AM and PM. Why? Because as we said before, we have 12 in between them. So here, what we are going to do, first we need to get rid of the 35 minutes. So I want to make it 1 whole hour. So I will take this as 35 minutes. And then after 35, I have here now, this is 2 o'clock. Now I will go back with 1 hour. So it will be 1. And then before 1, I have 12. So here I have 2 hours. Before 12, I have 11. Okay. And before 11, I have 10. Before 10, I have 9. Before 9, I have 8. But I don't want to come to 8 because I am in between 8 and 8:20. This is between 8 and 9 because I have here 8:20, so it's between 8 and 9. So here, how much is this? I got to subtract because I know that here I have 60 minutes. I will take 20 from them, so I have here 40 minutes left. So these are going to be 40 minutes. Okay? So now here, how many hours do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. Okay, so I have 5 hours. And how many minutes I have? 40 and 35. So I have 5 hours plus I have 35 and 40. Okay, so how to do this? I will do the addition as normal. Okay, so I will add here. Now here 5 plus 0, 5. 3 plus 4 is 7. Now remember when we said once I came to a number more than 60 in the minutes, I got to carry it up. So here I will take 6 from the 7. So what's going to be left? Only 1. So the minutes are going to be 15. I write here 15 to remember. And here I will take this 6 up here with 1. So the hours are going to be 6 hours. So the answer is 6 hours and 15 minutes. Okay? Now when to use the addition and subtraction and when to use the timeline. The addition and subtraction is normal and we use it most of the time because we have many exercises like when we add time for doing many things together. So we are used to do the addition and subtraction. And after that, when you go for upper grades, inshallah, you are going to study with 24 hours. So you need to be used to do the addition and subtraction for time. But for the timeline, when we have AM and PM, it's better to use. So remember, the tricky condition when we have difference between AM and PM or we have 12 o'clock in between 2 times, so it's better to use the timeline. Wish you all good luck, my students. See you inshallah.